Welcome back. Former President Trump was arraigned today in Washington and D.C. federal court. This marks the third time that Mr. Trump has been indicted, and we're hearing tonight that Georgia could also indict him before the end of the summer. At issue is whether or not the former president tried to illegally overturn the very core of democracy, a free and fair election. Joining us tonight for some context is former Deputy Maricopa County Attorney Altman. He was also a former Assistant U.S. Attorney and a former member of the Justice Department. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Yeah, I appreciate it. A lot of Republicans, including Mr. Trump, are saying that the DOJ has been weaponized against opponents of the current administration, and this is nothing more than political persecution. How do you respond to that?
I mean, I think it's a legitimate argument. Whether it's accurate or not, hard to say. But certainly this is unprecedented. We've never seen anything like this with a former president from DOJ, from anybody. So I see the argument. I guess that's what trials are for.
Look, a lot of times throughout his whole career, both in business and as a politician in the White House, Donald Trump has been able to dodge everything thrown his way. We have the third indictment now today in federal court. Some are calling this the big one, the one that will take him down. What do you think?
Well, I think it's the big one. I don't know if it's the one that's going to take him down because, like you said, he dodges a lot of things. And this is a very, very difficult case to prove, Mark. But it is the big one because it relates to the election. It relates to the core of democracy. The allegations are basically that he tried to overturn a lawful election, and that is about as big as it gets.
His attorneys, the presidents, former presidents, will use free speech as part of his defense. How tough does that make it for the prosecution?
Well, I think it makes it difficult, right? It might not make it overcomable, but I think it makes it difficult. Free speech, the First Amendment, you can say whatever you want. Most of this...
Except fire in a movie theater.
You can't incite a riot, right? So interestingly, they didn't charge the president, former president, for inciting January 6th. They said, hey, he tried to stop the electoral count, but he didn't incite the riot. So I find that interesting. You know, the First Amendment protects all speech except a few things, and you can lie. That's protected. So they're saying, hey, he lied, so he conspired? I don't know.
Taking it even further, Kurt, his attorneys will also say that he truly believed that he won the election. Thus, he couldn't be lying if he truly believed that he won.
Right. This whole thing turns on what he knew. If you read the indictment closely. And remember, this is all taking place in December of 2020 into early January. There's hundreds, maybe thousands, at least hundreds of investigations into election fraud going on around the country. How could he possibly know that there was no fraud and that he lost? Just because somebody told him? I don't know. I guess that's up to a jury. 700
January 6th participants have been found guilty in those courts. Can Donald Trump get a fair trial in Washington?
Well, I think that's going to be difficult. I don't think anybody is impartial when it comes to Donald Trump in this country. There's very few people that are going to say, I don't know who he is, and there's very few people that aren't going to have strong opinions one way or the other. So a fair trial, a fair jury is going to be very, very difficult to obtain. Be fascinating to watch.
Well, I appreciate your coming down tonight and waiting through the light delay for the football game. Always good to get some extra context, especially on a day like this.
Appreciate it, Mark. Thanks.
Thanks for coming down.